Welcome back to Roots and Roasts, where expert plant care meets proven growing methods. If you've been following this series, you already know we go deep, and this episode is no different. Today, we're unlocking the growing method that pros use when every variable counts, Coco Coir. This is episode 5 in our growing method series. And whether you're growing herbs in a windowsill, houseplants in an office, or high-value crops in a precision grow tent, Coco gives you full control from the root zone up. No pests, no compaction, no guessing, just clean, high-performance growing with proven results. Coco coir is a growing medium made from the fibrous husk of coconuts, a byproduct that's been transformed into one of the most sustainable, high-performance alternatives to traditional soil. It's naturally resistant to mold, pest eggs, and fungal spores. When processed correctly, it becomes a loose, sponge-like material that retains water efficiently while still draining quickly, a perfect balance for strong, healthy root development. Unlike soil, coco doesn't compact. That means your plant's roots can grow freely, absorbing oxygen with every breath and nutrients with every feeding cycle. It's a favorite of hydroponic growers because of its structure, and it's renewable, reusable, and environmentally smart. In over 50 years of growing, in greenhouses, backyards, offices, and high-tech grow tents, I've seen it all. Compacted garden beds that choke roots, fungus gnats swarming every time you water, plants gasping for oxygen in soggy soil. Coco Coir changed all of that for me. It's sterile out of the bag. It holds moisture without suffocating roots. And its natural aeration gives your plants the breathing room they need to thrive, especially in containers and tight environments. That's why orchid growers have been using cocoa chips for decades. It's why modern cannabis cultivators use it to dial in every nutrient. And it's why I keep bags of cocoa ready in every season, from seed trays to mature transplants. It delivers results I can count on. Let's walk through it step by step. First, Coco Coir usually comes in compressed bricks or loose bags. If you got a brick, place it in a large container and soak it with clean water, but not just any water. It needs to be pH balanced between 5.8 and 6.2. Once it's fully expanded, about 15 to 20 minutes, check if it's pre-buffered. If it's not, this part is crucial. Unbuffered cocoa will lock up calcium and magnesium from your plants. So you'll need to pre-treat it by soaking in a solution with CalMag added. That's the buffer. It neutralizes the cation exchange sites that would otherwise cause deficiencies later on. Once it's prepped, it's plug and play. Fill your container, press it down gently, and start planting. The medium will hold moisture but still breathe, giving your roots the best of both worlds. Coco Coir isn't just a growing medium. It's a launch pad for plants that crave oxygen, airflow, and consistency. Start with houseplants. Philodendrons, pothos, monsteras, and peace lilies thrive in cocoa blends. The fast-draining nature keeps root rot at bay, and fungus gnats? Virtually gone. Orchids shine here too, especially epiphytes like phalaenopsis and dendrobiums. Cocoa chips replicate their native canopy conditions. You'll see firmer leaves, stronger spikes, and longer bloom cycles. Cannabis cultivators choose cocoa for a reason. It offers hydro-level precision with a natural feel, boosting veg speed, root mass, and harvest yields. Cocoa plus dialed nutrients equals elite performance. Seed starting? Cocoa wins. The moisture balance is just right to prevent damping off while keeping tender roots supported. Transplant shock? Almost non-existent. Here's where most growers get tripped up. Cocoa looks like soil, but it doesn't behave like it. To get pro-level results, you need to feed and water cocoa differently, more like hydroponics with a twist of discipline. Cocoa holds on to salts and nutrients, which means you must feed lightly, but often. Think of it as giving your plant a steady diet instead of large, infrequent meals. Start by mixing a complete nutrient solution. Then, water until runoff every time you feed. That runoff is critical. It clears out salt buildup and keeps the root zone fresh. Don't let cocoa dry out fully. It should stay damp like a wrung-out sponge. Here's where most growers slip. And trust me, I've made every mistake in the book with cocoa. Cocoa isn't soil. If you treat it like dirt, you're going to end up with stressed plants and stunted growth. First, don't let cocoa dry out completely. It should feel like a wrung-out sponge, still soft and moist to the touch. Dry cocoa contracts, becomes hydrophobic, and starves roots of oxygen and water. Second, if you're using raw cocoa bricks and skip buffering with CalMag, you're asking for nutrient lockout. Cocoa has a natural tendency to bind calcium and magnesium. And if you don't pre-treat, your plant will show twisted leaves, pale growth, and stalled development. Third, skipping pH control. Even if you're feeding the right nutrients, if the pH is off, your plant can't absorb them. Always check every time you mix. Remember, the problems you see today likely started days ago in the root zone. Cocoa is a fast feedback system, but it also punishes inconsistency. Stay sharp. Here's what the bag doesn't tell you, and what separates amateurs from growers who consistently pull harvests or run lush interior plants year-round. Let me show you the real way to win with cocoa. Tip 1. Hydrate intelligently. It's not about the calendar. Don't water on a schedule. Water on observation. Cocoa holds water, but dries faster than soil. Learn to read the weight of the pot. Feel the top 2 inches, and watch how leaves respond at different moisture levels. Every grow room, every season, every species behaves slightly differently. Summer? More frequent hydration. Winter? Let breathe. Your pot should never feel like a brick, but never soggy either. Tip 2. Airflow is everything. Cocoa excels when paired with airflow. Oxygen at the roots is only part of it. Airflow across the canopy prevents fungal outbreaks, strengthens stems, and enhances nutrient transport. Place a clip fan low and another gently across the top canopy. It's a cheat code. Tip 3. Your feeding schedule should be micro-tuned. Cocoa responds fast, so dial in faster. Here's the blueprint. Use CalMag every time, especially in early veg. Keep your EC low at the start, 0.8 to 1.2, then rise to 1.8 to 2.2 max. Flush lightly every 2 to 3 weeks to prevent salt buildup. pH always between 5.8 to 6.2. Check the runoff too, not just what goes in. Tip 4. Keep it clean. The medium and the environment. Cocoa is sterile at first. Keep it that way. Use clean pots. Filter your water. If your trays are slimy, your plants are stressed. A clean grow space gives you consistent performance. Tip 5. Blend for performance, not just convenience. You can use straight cocoa, but blends give you the edge. Here's our favorite. 70% cocoa, 30% perlite or pumice for added drainage. This mix balances air, moisture, and structure, especially in containers. Cocoa makes root balls explosive, but you must up pot on time. If you see roots circling the pot bottom or popping through drain holes, it's time. Don't wait for the plant to look stressed. Up pot before the stall. Momentum is everything. You just learned what took most growers years to figure out. Coco Coir isn't just an alternative to soil, it's an upgrade. Faster roots, cleaner growth, better results. If this episode gave you clarity, confidence, or even made you rethink how you've been growing, then we did our job. But we're just getting started. Subscribe now to follow the rest of the Roots and Roasts Growing Method series. And if you want deeper resources, guides, and exclusive tips, join our newsletter or email us directly at hello@focus-newyork.com. We're here to help you grow smarter, cleaner, and better every step of the way.